Hi, I'm Daniel Radcliffe from the Cripple of Inishmaan, and I'm here at Broadway.com today to answer some of your questions. Thank you, Harry, for your question. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. It's my interpretation of Billy's fascination with cows is that he sort of senses a weirdly, I think they're very peaceful. I think they give him some escape in that regard. Remember, there was, this is probably in lieu of television. And I also think there's a line that's quite revealing in scene 3 when Babby Bobby, one of the other characters, is talking about throwing bricks at cows and like you can do what you like to them and they don't mind. He says, I threw a brick at a cow once and he didn't even move. And Billy says, well, that's no evidence he may have been a quiet cow, which I always think is sort of Billy's way of saying, you can't judge just by somebody's exterior how they're feeling underneath, and I think he finds himself somehow represented in that cow in that instance. Hello, Lee. Thank you very much. Good question. Honestly, I'm probably going to annoy you with my answer, but I can't think of a film that I like so much that I would want to remake it. Like, I think there are films out there that maybe, were great ideas the first time round that didn't quite come off that you can remake, but I don't really ever feel the need to remake a classic film, and I certainly wouldn't want to put myself in the situation of remaking one of my own favourites. I'm pretty sure I would hate that. Thank you, Anthony. Yes, I would say the Christopher Nolan Batman series of films. I don't know what part I would have played, but I think that's probably, as far as franchises go, other than the obvious one, that's probably my favourite. 12 Angry Men. The Pixies, or Pixies, I'm sorry, I've just embarrassed myself by calling them the Pixies, how terrible. Probably Jerusalem, but I also saw that in London. What else have I seen over here that I love? I mean, A Little Night Music was amazing. There's lots. Currently, I love Gentleman's Guide as well. I saw that earlier in the season and loved it. Hamburgers, cheeseburgers, yeah. Well, the England cricket team, and then very just behind them, the New York Giants. No, Eric, that is not true that I believe in ghosts. I do not, and so as a consequence of that, I have also never been haunted. That's a good question, James. I really don't know. I really was very drawn to Puck when I was a kid. I loved Midsummer Night's Dream, and that particular part always seemed like a lot of fun. So I guess that, but I don't know. Dry. Smart. Seriously, one word? Encyclopedic. Funny. Funny and tall. That's not one word, sorry. John Larroquette. Just phenomenal. Lovely. Goofy, because I feel like he never gets described that way, and he also is that, so he should be. I absolutely can't do a bit of both, because I recently found that I actually found American generally much easier than Irish, because in England you grow up watching so much American TV, you really the accent is something you hear all the time. The particular Irish accent I'm doing is very specific, and you'll forgive me if I don't do it now, because I normally go into it sort of a bit before, like I get on stage and warm up a bit and do some like ridiculous tongue twisters and things. I recently had to do, I was reading something in an American accent for somebody, and I kept slipping into Irish, so it was like, it's when you're doing both at the same time. I'm like so deeply into Irish accent mode at the moment that when I try to do American, it just keeps slipping into Irish. So you'll forgive me, I'm sorry, I'm going to be boring and say I won't do it. But come see the play, because I do a really good one in that. I mean, there is a lot to choose from, is the reason I'm pausing. I've heard that I had I think a bronze nude statue of myself made, presumably for myself to have. I'd heard that I was getting the SAS to walk my dogs. I've heard that I used to get special beer brewed by monks in Belgium. That was a story. These are all actual stories. I've also recently heard that I was getting married, which is also not true. So yeah, what you can read into that is that sometimes people just make stuff up. It's amazing. Actually, just the other day, I kind of didn't initiate this. The other day, Connor from our show came and rushed up to me and Sarah, who were standing by the fire escape, with a cup of water, and grabbed a broom and just said to Sarah, "Sarah, hold this," and just pressed the cup of water up against the ceiling and balanced it with the broom, and then gave the broom to Sarah to hold, and then just ran away. And so she was just left holding that there for the rest of the time, and then she was angry at him, so we ended up throwing a lot of water on Connor. So that was probably maybe it's not the best, but it's certainly the most recent, and it was really good fun. Thank you very much, everybody, for your questions. I hope I gave satisfactory and vaguely interesting answers. And please come and see the Cripple of Inishmaan at the Court Theatre until the end of July. Yeah, come soon, it's awesome.